Hey people, what's up? It's Jameel. And the foreigner in my MLive ad, Stephen Wordsworth, obviously this guy is like some sort of serious stalking issue. This guy just sent me like 4 or 5 forms of attempted communication, all of which I uploaded to show people I haven't communicated with this individual in years, like over 3 years. And this person continuously tries to make contact with me. Um, Takes images of mine and just puts them all over the internet. And my perception is as this that this guy is in cahoots with the harassment that was happening to me. He's in cahoots with the people who actually were behind the stalking in some way. One of the first indications of that is like the images he shows. First of all, I just want to say this: why can't this guy ever come on the internet and just talk and show his face? He can never do that. This guy hides behind images of people and he cuts up like little segments of me talking and mixes it all around. Why can't this guy just come on the video and talk and let everybody see him? Now, I'm listening to this guy, and first of all, like the everything he uses in his images is somehow related to gang stalking, like the cars with the lights. I was talking about people are driving by me and looking at me in a specific way, and he had the O with the I. Like everything he got going on is some sort of sham job.
So this isn't something
And just listen to him.
that I wanted to do. Many of you have even realised that my channel's been winding down. YouTube is too bittered.
I'm going to tell you, like, first hearing his voice, the first impression I get of him is he's not really an intellectual. He's actually, this guy's a coward. I can hear it in his voice. He's soft. Like, the guy in the video who's talking, he's actually soft. He's not the type of guy who's going to approach you on the streets and talk to you. That's just not him. He's soft. He hides behind computers. And I don't even know this person. And he just sits there and uses my image and talks about me and talks about me. And he's actually, I feel, suffering from a mental illness.
Vile, it's corrupt, corporate, and there are too many teenagers with, better or worse, what defined this account, this obsolete account thing, for a long period of time was me concern covering the rise and fall. And rise again and fall.
Listen to how he talks.
Oh my God,
this guy doesn't even know me. He's talking about the rise and fall of Jameel. What rise and fall of Jameel? Jameel's over here, like, his whole perception of me is based on YouTube. Like, this guy lives in a fake, fictional world that doesn't exist. Where he's not really here where I'm at, in my house. He's not really hanging out in the streets with the people I know. His whole perception of reality is based off of YouTube. That's it. And he's from England. He doesn't even have an American mindset. He's like way over in England somewhere, and he's like going online and this guy is crazy. Like, he's sitting there talking about me and pornos. If he's seen pornos of me, that means this guy is sitting there staring at my dick. Like, that's gay. That's something homosexuals do. Like, I'd be damned if I'd be sitting there staring at some guy's dick, making YouTube videos about him every day.
How low is it going to fall this time? Oh my jeez.
This guy's
JAMEEL RAWLS in your balls.
Obsessed with me.
I've talked over the course of countless videos. Like, in my head, I always had it as like 10, but when I look back, I think it's like 30 or something. It is ridiculous, man. And these are like 2-hour long things. It is ridiculous. Sad. It's sad. So it's probably for maybe like 100 hours. I don't know. Who knows more? Who knows? Over the course, to be fair, of like 2-3 years or something like that, of this man's life, this guy that one day I just found on the internet. And I can't take credit for that, as if I'm like, oh, I'm spitting out this.
I'm bored. Content. I'm sorry. I'm listening to this guy talk. I'm already bored. Like, I'm already bored. This guy is soft. He's weak. He has no character. He like sits there taking pictures of me, and makes all these like accounts and stories and twists everything. This guy lives in a fake like fictional world that doesn't exist. Like he's never even been. I don't know. Maybe he. I don't know. Maybe he is. Since he's so obsessed with me, maybe he's one of the. Maybe he is following me around. Like if I sat there and made 20 YouTube videos about somebody, that's definitely stalking. Especially if the person tells. Especially if you know the person doesn't want communication, you keep contacting them, making videos. That this guy is stalking me, and he's sitting there bragging about, talking about he's seen. Like he keeps telling people like he's seen my dick, and he's stalking me. Like I, like you know. Why can't this person come on YouTube and speak? Why can't he show his face?
Provided the source material to ridicule. Until recently, I'd only even been distantly aware of his current situation. I know that he's out of jail. I get messages every now and then. People every now and then send me a message like, oh, he's doing this now, oh, he's doing that now. Which is how we got to what I'm doing right now. So I knew he was out of jail. That's about as I can't involve myself. He was too emotionally draining after like 3 times. You know where it's gonna go. You know he's a fucking dick. He looks like, oh look,
I don't even know this guy. You see how insane this is? I don't even know this guy, and he's sitting there in videos talking about I'm a dick. And I don't even know this guy. I emailed this guy like way over 3 years ago, and he's spending all his time sitting here making images of me and YouTube videos about me. I don't even listen to half the stuff I'm just now listening to what this guy's talking about.
Cyclical. We'll get into that. But I suggest anyway, the grip. If you're listening, Jameel, and I know you probably will.
Look, that's a form of contact. Listen, okay, check this out. What he's doing is stalking me. He can be arrested by Interpol. He can be arrested by the United Kingdom. He's continuously sending me messages on the internet, and I don't want contact. And he's trying to force contact on me through emails and through messages and stuff. Then he's sitting here on the internet talking to me, saying, if you're listening, Jameel, using my name and my picture. That's stalking. This guy belongs in prison.
Just remember, right, what I told you privately all those years ago. I'm not being a dick. What I told you privately all those years ago. If you're listening, Jameel, and I know you probably will, just remember...
This guy's a fucking clown. Listen.
What I told you privately all those years ago.
He told me privately his grandfather was a Freemason in the Chatham, England area. That's what he told me in his emails. And he said he wanted to do some interviews. This guy contacted me and wanted to do some interviews about Jordan Maxwell. And I didn't want to do it. And ever since then, he's been on here ranting and raving and and talking about me all over the internet.
I'm not being a dick, okay? You don't have to exist like this for the rest of your life. In the end, lad, you're gang stalking yourself. That's what's happening. You publish hours and hours of information on your own personal life. Look,
he's a coward. This guy is soft. He's a coward.
I don't know if you're autistic.
He's some sort of sociopath who stalks people
help yourself
through the internet. He's probably somewhere camped out around the corner, staring at pictures of me, talking about, oh, I'm going to make another YouTube video about Jameel.
So, something. It's always something that I thought if targeted individuals could just wrap their headless, I don't have to say in an attempt to and containing that they finally took you away. Right. You moron.
So look at this. This guy doesn't even know me.
Very nice email from her.
This guy doesn't even know me, and he's on YouTube trying to communicate to me through the video, calling me a moron, and sending me all sorts of forms of communication, and they're all unwanted communications. And he's saying and he got an issue with me. I don't even know who this guy is.
Brother, after they finally took you away, you said them all. You, man.
And this guy's claiming he called the Silent Observer on me, and the Muskegon Chronicle, Lynn Moore, and Muskegon Chronicle put this guy in the newspaper. and all my family members are sitting there watching this guy sit here and all in the newspaper.
Talk about getting a girl he'd spoken to twice before, but delusionally thought.
And he didn't even put the court transcripts or the police report on the internet. He just sits here making YouTube videos and YouTube videos. This guy is crazy. He's delusional.
In quotes, she drove in cars with.
I'm glad he did this because I'm doing interviews for the next 6 months. I'm doing interviews with black Muslims in England.
And you need to.
I'm doing interviews with I'm doing interviews with Crips in England and black Muslims in England and gangster disciples in England and ex-police officers and ex-FBI guys, and you all about this guy for the next 6 damn months.
And stop being such a burden on everybody. Get a grip.
See, I don't even know this guy. And he just comes down here, makes 3-hour-long things about me, and tries to communicate with me. I don't communicate back, and sits here and sends me death threats. This guy is crazy. I'm being stalked by a guy. I was convicted of a crime I did not commit, and I was framed. And they put this guy in the MLive article, and this guy is stalking me on the internet after I was framed for a crime I didn't commit. By the people stalking. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Boy, that's crazy.